You're listening to the Full Send Rejects, the podcast where you never know what's going to happen next because we don't know either. A top 10 podcast in Pittston, Pennsylvania. I am your host, Kodak,
And I'm the other Kodak.
and we are here to discuss our recent trip to Ohio for New Year's to celebrate the New Year's and get a little swirly while we do it. We'll also announce some upcoming episodes and some other plans we have in the works. But first, Ohio.
First, Happy New Year.
Secondly, Happy New Year as well. We're only a week afterwards recording this.
Yeah, better late than never. People still say Happy New Year for like the first month of the year.
That's true. The first day back to work. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It was like the scenes from The Grinch. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I still say Ohio sucks as a state. Just going to start off there.
Yes,
Very flat.
very flat.
There's not much there. I don't get Ohio. I don't get the appeal, but we did have a good time, I think.
Thunderstorms, 10 out of 10, don't recommend.
Yeah, this is why I like places with mountains, because it breaks up the wind.
Yeah.
But let's see, it's also an 8-hour drive there.
Oh, yeah.
Go see my sister,
Baby Rose.
and little baby Rosie. Shane too. Don't forget him.
And Shane. We love Shane.
He did things too.
Yes.
Yeah, the drive there, I hate it.
Yes.
The drive we're taking this weekend to Pittsburgh is going to be even better.
Shorter.
It is. That's exactly. It's going to feel like a breeze.
It's going to like just fly on by.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
We did find a way to keep ourselves entertained though.
Yeah, once you took over, when did you take over?
But I was doing the trivia questions with you.
Yeah, you did on the way there. We did trivia. You did for me, which made time fly by. And then when you took over, it was like 2 hours away.
Columbus.
It was after Columbus.
After Columbus.
It was a little bit after Columbus.
I took over and we started.
Yeah, excited to make poopy or something.
Yeah.
Took over.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, that was on the way back.
That was on the way back.
Oh my God, that was bad. We'll get there.
But yeah, name that tune.
Name that tune, put on some different tracks, different playlists, whatnot. I think this is the year we get back into trivia.
Oh yeah, I think we're ready because it was so much fun.
I think we look at the schedule, where he's at, pick one that we want to do, get loaded up on it, get prepared, and do it.
Yeah, definitely. After this Pittsburgh trip, outside of traveling for an Airbnb for your birthday or such local things, I really don't want to go anywhere for a little bit.
Well, I think the next thing on my mind is Gettysburg, but that's like spring, summer.
Yeah, that's more when the weather's better.
Finally do the train to Jim Thorpe.
Yes.
For our other podcast, I want to do Centralia, so I'll go down there and take some pictures of whatever I can. Do I get it, Jerome?
Right now, I would not recommend that.
Oh, it's fine. Everything's fine. We're in Pennsylvania, not New Jersey.
Yeah, until you, buy a $400 drone and some freaking redneck comes shooting it down thinking that the government's spying on them.
Yeah, but then I'm in a story, and in a story it would say, this drone recording for this podcast, and now we're famous. No press is bad press, unless you're Diddy.
Yeah, that's very true.
But what was I going to say about drones now? I got distracted. New Jersey sucks. I don't know. We took our drive out there.
Centralia.
Oh, yeah, Centralia. No, it's a blank again. I don't know. So, yeah, this is our only scriptless show, so it is what it is. But yeah, we got to Ohio. We made it, of course, first night there, go to Jungle Gyms.
Jungle Gyms is a must.
For anyone who does not know, because they respect themselves not to live in Ohio, Jungle Gyms is a giant international market full of just food from everywhere. They have aisles for like different African countries, Latin American countries, European countries,
Middle Eastern countries,
Asian countries. And this time, I did not spend hundreds of dollars on hot sauces.
We did spend hundreds of dollars, just not on hot sauces.
Oh, seafood. Got some different pizza sauces.
Cole was obsessed with the different Japanese ramens.
Oh, yeah.
So we got a bunch of those. We did some care packages for people who can't,
Oh, yeah. It's more of the ethnic foods that's not over here in Pennsylvania. But have their own bar, which we got to exactly a minute late.
Yeah. but their grocery store. I was not expecting you and Shane to put down the amount of cash you did on one bottle of liquor.
Yeah, that escalated very quickly.
That was an impulse buy.
It wasn't so much. Now, I did say on the way there, we're coming to a time where I'm going to buy a really nice bottle. It so happens it did happen that it was
You
almost
found it.
immediate. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I remember looking at different bottles, and I picked up a bottle. I forget what it was, and then I'm looking at the glass display. I look at Tilchan. I'm like, part of me just wants to get something from that. And then he goes, "I'll go 50-50 on the Frank Sinatra bottle," and I'm like, "How much is this?" He said this not having any idea. So we look at it, it's like, oh, it's only like $90 each.
But still.
But it's like, how do we go about this in case we don't drink all of it? Just split it 50-50, pour some in a glass. Okay, cool. And then I bought a separate bottle of Jack Daniels. Because I'm like, well, we don't want to waste this whole bottle.
Yeah.
Because I immediately, that bottle's put away.
Yeah.
It's not in your liquor, nowhere. But when we tried like, what was it, New Year's Eve we tried it?
Yes.
So smooth. And it comes like in this little box, which has like a little book on like why Frank Sinatra loves Jack Daniels. So smooth.
It is. It's a lot of money, but it was smooth. And that is a bottle you pull out for special occasions or for sad occasions. That is for a life, death, or marriage celebration.
Yeah, meanwhile, trying to give some away. Yeah, you. Here, take some to try. No, I'll save it for a special occasion. No, I'll give you more than that.
That's a little.
Well, that sounds like Alina being awake. What's our game plan here? Because she's about to make an appearance on this podcast. Yeah, but I don't want to edit. This is making me actually do work. You do the time. I'm going to do the crime. So until she gets back, I will do my best at senseless rambling. But, oh, you know what? No, let's talk about this whiskey. So, even the other Kodak herself hates whiskey. She does not like whiskey. She tried this. It was smooth as fuck. So good. I understand it. I would recommend it over Johnny Walker Blue. I love Johnny Walker Blue. It's a good drink, good beverage. But if you like whiskey, get yourself, just try it once, the Frank Sinatra bottle, and you will appreciate it. Why are you looking like a gremlin? What are you doing? Oh, there's a cat in here. Bye, meowsers.
She wanted to make herself a spot on the podcast.
We can give her a spot. Just tickle Joe's
Fireball segment.
But yeah, speaking of Fireball, I was just telling about the Frank Sinatra bottle, how you liked it.
Yeah, I'm not a big whiskey drinker. More importantly, Jack Daniels is PTSD, but it's actually a very smooth ride.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, I can't wait for something either amazing or tragic to happen so I can drink some more. What? Like tragic to somebody else?
Okay, you need to get a nice bottle for your new project.
What's my new project? Oh yeah, the Distill Tales. There we go. I always struggle remembering my name, but I can remember yours like it's so easy.
Yep.
But yeah, Distill Tales. And I'll go to the liquor store. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow after I get out of work, I'll stop and pick something up. I do plan on doing my first recording tomorrow after work. That is the plan, though.
Yeah, before your feelings get hurt.
Oh no, I truly. Someone came over today and said, "Are you ready for sports this weekend?" I already know what's going to happen because God hates me. The Catholics are about to be Penn State. I don't know, 27. It'll be kind of close because Tyler Warren will do something insane. So like 27-24, something that just keeps me through the entire game. And then that's tomorrow night at 7:30. And then I'll have Friday to recover, Friday to last minute pack myself for the weekend because you told me I can do this now. So yeah, so I'm a big boy. And then Saturday at 8:30, while we're in Pittsburgh Steelers will be in Baltimore playing their wild card game. It's going to be like 35-20, maybe 35-18. I mean, it's going to be a random fumble that goes Pittsburgh's way because that's what happens. But they're going to do just enough to where it looks like a decent game halfway through the third quarter. And then, because they're going to reel me in, and then Russell's going to throw an interception or something fucky's going to happen. And I'm just going to be like, you know what? At least I didn't get excited. at least I did not get excited because Pittsburgh is my home. And then the next day, we will be getting to see the Penguins live. First time I've ever been to a National Hockey League game. So that's going to be exciting. But, of course, we're going to see them against the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is your team, which means they're going to win like 12-0. Like, it's going to be, like, I'm fully expecting because, like, I'm excited to see Syndicate. He's one of the best players to ever play hockey. And I always say I want to see this player for this team. I never have done it yet. This time I finally am. And he's going to get hurt or something. Like, something bad's going to happen. And I'm going to blame myself. I'm going to walk away blaming myself and be like, you know what? I'm got to go stick to NASCAR. And that's it.
Left turns all day.
I literally had to look up to make sure Dale Earnhardt Jr. was no longer racing.
Before you commit yourself to any pain?
Yeah, and then my luck, I'm going to like watch a race. I'm like, oh God, there's still someone from 10 years ago.
Oh, but enough about your trauma. Got to meet baby Rosie in Ohio.
Well, we did. She is adorable.
I waited so long, and then I miss her so much. Her face, her little coos, how much she eats. Oh my gosh, she's such a chunker.
How much Alina obsessed over her.
Oh, Alina was so jealous.
Oh my God, yeah.
She was obsessed with her, but the moment anybody else was holding her, she was perfectly fine. The moment I held that baby, Alina was like, I'm a baby. And she would have me hold her and burp her like a newborn all over again. Like, she was so jealous that somebody else was taking her mommy.
She wanted to be catered to.
Oh my goodness.
All she wanted.
She was not happy. We can never have any more kids, even if we wanted to. Alina would just be like, I'm done. What?
So, did you hear me listen to basketball before?
Yes, when you were ranting about
Downstairs before? Well, that was Villanova playing against one of the top-ranked teams in the country, and they fucking beat them.
Oh.
There's hope for this week.
There you go.
You know why? Because I don't watch basketball yet.
Oh.
That's probably why.
Okay.
But yeah. No, what? We're back.
You were so bipolar. We just pissed me off.
No. We're off to a good start.
I never lost faith.
To a good start. What? 68-66 to... That's the defending champion team we just beat. Fuck it, we're back. So back to little Rosie.
You were so bipolar.
I'll show you bipolar. I'll show you tripolar. I'll show you instant mania. I just gotta go find a picture of my mom.
Anyways, yes, Alina was obsessed. Baby Rosie's amazing, and we're never having any more children.
No. Questions were arisen, and then I remember savings account.
It's not even about the savings account. You know, we've significantly have increased our income throughout the years. You know, between jobs,
would give me more money.
We're not. Don't give us a reason. However, we are good. We have one boy, one girl. We're happy. The dynamic as well. There's no need. Don't
fuck up a good time.
Yeah. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no more babies. But yes, baby Rosie's amazing. We got to spend the new year in another state.
So that's 3 states I've had a New Year's in. Louisiana, Ohio. I mean, it was a good time. What else did we really do? We just went out a lot.
Every day we went out. Every day.
You got your canes.
I got my canes. You got Frisch's at least 3 times.
Was it 3 times?
You guys had it a few.
No.
2 or 3.
I say it's 2 times.
Okay. We had Steak and Shake.
We were going to get a 3rd time, but after Steak and Shake, I was like, no, we're good.
You like Steak and Shake.
Oh my God. That is one of the best sandwiches from a fast food place ever.
And then you had Rallies.
Do we have Rallies?
Yes. On our way to see the light show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was thinking like we skipped over the light show and went straight for Steak and Shake because that was New Year's Day, right?
Yeah.
Because I was
you
over as a mother trucker. But yeah, still amazing. Rallies was amazing. That was our 2nd time having Rallies, right? We had that before, didn't we?
The checkers here, and then there's Rallies down there.
The same thing.
Yes, it depends on the area. They're called 2 different things.
Still delicious, but that was before we went to go see the light show.
Yes,
which was absolutely beautiful,
breathtaking.
Oh my God, it was tremendous.
Alina had such a good time.
You want to talk about bipolar? Sees a little animal, gets scared,
but excited.
but wants to go see it. Literally holding hand, trying to climb on top, but wants to go see it.
I had a legit mental breakdown in that insect room.
Oh my God, that was so bad.
I freaked.
I felt so
crying.
terrible.
My heart was, I was having palpitations. I was sweating. I was crying. I was freaking out. My skin was crawling. You felt bad?
I did, because like I didn't realize like there's spiders everywhere. I thought it was like, because I think spiders would be like in the nocturnal areas or something like that. No, that I thought we were gonna see say like some ants or some displays, some grasshoppers maybe. No, it was spiders everywhere,
Everywhere.
especially, and it didn't help Brianna pointed out that there was a Florida orb just chilling there.
No.
That fucker was huge.
Yep. No. Oh,
But
Kikumichi.
you literally, I felt bad. Like you froze, about to cry.
I was crying.
I had to take off my jacket, throw it over your face.
And guide me out.
Yeah,
So I was
with
so
Alina in
scared.
my other hand, because you let go of her.
I froze. I didn't.
She almost became a display in Cincinnati.
I freaked out because I saw a huge tarantula and I went to go turn the corner to leave that area. So I'm like, okay, it's on the other side of the wall, it can't get me. Just to back up into a giant fucking spider tank, and I could have vomited right there. I was not well.
It was like I'm trying to like just keep you distracted from the spiders. Meanwhile, everyone else.
Look at the spider over here.
Oh,
They're over here. Oh, look, there's more spiders.
Or cool the one time. Don't look at the spider.
Yeah, pointing at it. Hey, mommy, follow my hand, but don't look at it. Like, I was not okay. That was probably the worst. I felt like I was in the middle of the freaking jungle and I was some prey for some freaking neuractid beast.
Alina almost did pet a snake.
Almost.
She wasn't quite there yet because we got to see 3 live snakes. I got to pet 2 of them, and she was like interested, but she wasn't ready to pet it yet.
Yeah, she interest,
Yeah,
but not the balls.
Yeah, she wasn't there all the way.
She loves animals.
Yeah, she does. Aw, Kit. Oh my God, when we came home, her first words, "Where are doggies?"
We're doggies.
Oh my God, like she was looking for them.
Yeah. Oh, she's such a good girl.
Yeah, she is.
They're so good in the car. I mean, Cole wants to sleep as much as possible, but Alina's so good on road trips.
Entertains herself. Just vibes.
Yeah. She just vibes.
What else did we do there? New Year's.
Wait, that giant liquor outlet we went to.
Oh yeah, we
Party-
went down
Party
Park-
Source?
Party Source or party, not party here.
No.
That's a juvenile kids party.
I thought it was like Party Source or
It's something like that. Maybe it's Party Source. Because we went to Kentucky for that.
bourbon capital of the world.
Yeah, oh my God. The conversation went from, we could possibly live out this way, to, this is a very real possibility. This place was huge, and they had tastings.
Yep.
I forget what I tried, but whatever that was, that 60-some% bottle of whiskey or bourbon or wherever the hell it was so fucking smooth. Like, you hear, this is more than half alcohol. It's gonna burn. I don't know what they did, but it was smooth.
I bet. And the tequila I had was really good too. There was no burn to it. It was nice and crisp.
Yeah.
Had that classic tequila taste without the burn. And then I found it in the aisle and then I saw how much it was and I'm like, that explains everything.
Yeah.
You find out how much it is and you're like, maybe I shouldn't have spent so much on a Sinatra bottle.
That thought did come across my mind, but I'm not upset. I am not upset. I'm happy I did it.
You almost bought me this sombrero skeleton tequila.
That's funny.
You almost bought it because it lit the bottle.
Yeah, if we were closer to Halloween, I would have gotten that.
I would have just put it on the counter as like a display piece.
Yeah, exactly. If we were closer to Halloween, I would have gotten it. 'Cause
It
would've
was
fit in.
it wasn't worth spending that much money on it.
I mean, I would have eventually drank it if you wouldn't.
Oh, I would have drank it. That would have been an issue. I mean, the amount of money that you spent on other bottles, I rather just if you didn't buy the Sinatra, I would have been like, oh, okay, let's splurge a little.
I had the same thought process, but now we know for better next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, such a big store.
It was huge. It was like going inside a Walmart.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You had party supplies in one area. You had mixers, drinks, juices, cocktail, like the pickles and the pineapples and everything that's soaked in alcohol. And then you go down and you have snacks and wines, and then you have a beer section, and then the whole other store was all alcohol, was all liquors and spirits. It was
Oh,
insane.
awesome.
We spent like 2 hours in there just walking through it.
Yes, looking at everything. What did we leave there with? A few bottles. 'Cause wasn't there some wine bottles?
Yes, I bought a few wines because Bree wanted to try certain reds, and I introduced her to a few. And that one she really loved.
Handled her wine. I'm so proud.
Oh my! I can't believe she did that. She was just
Down in some wine. I'm like,
We got the champagne there for the mimosas. Bree got a couple. She got the Dunkin' teas, and we got a few things there.
garage beer.
Mm-hmm.
I love garage beer.
Yeah, we got a few things there, but yeah, she was she can handle it.
Someone who didn't handle alcohol well.
Was you?
I had a lot of alcohol though.
You had 43 reacts, and I think you got to 32.
I had the 32.
I think you got to 32.
Oh,
Yeah, you were like 10 shy of.
I thought about like going through and like doing the rest of them. Well, like people deserve their thing. You're trying to look it up. I can probably just find it easier because there's a lot of videos to go through.
34.
Oh, I was at 34.
Yep, and you had 43 reacts.
Oh my God, that is terrible. That is absolute. No one should do that.
No, you can tell how you started it, like front and center in the camera. You were saying, "Hey, Happy New Year." You're making eye contact with the camera. And then you started like talking sideways to the camera, and you were getting real close to the camera. And then boom, your shirt was off.
Yeah, someone from work was like, "Hey, how was your New Year's?" I was like, "Oh, it's good." He's like, "I saw your videos." I'm like, "Oh no." He's like, "I was waiting for the alcohol to show it was hitting, and then like I don't know, there's a video without your shirt on, and there's another video with like a jacket on, but no."
No shirt. Yep. You went from being
He's like, "Oh, there it is."
clothed to being shirtless, and then just having an open faced jacket with just chest hair. There was no shirt. It was just there was no organization to your chaos.
No, that's how I live. That's how I thrive.
Where you messed up is that you were doing side shots
Yeah, I did
of
that.
pure Whitney instead of that diluted mix.
See, I think next year I'm not doing Whitney because the next morning it
Yeah,
wasn't
acid
so much.
reflux.
Yeah, all the sugar because I mixed with. Didn't I do water before?
No, I made it with
It was just lemonade. It was like the next morning it was just rough until I ate something. My stomach just felt all the sugar and everything in it. It wasn't a great time for that. But listen, I think it went well. I do remember the ball dropping.
okay.
I remember, playing cards after. I remember falling asleep in between rounds.
What the new card game we got, Uno Dare, that was fun.
So I don't remember playing every card game. Oh wait, no, I do remember. That's why I was putting the cards in my pants.
No, that was
was
cards
pretty
in the beginning. You remember how you had to the dare was to move across the floor without using your hands or your
Oh
legs,
yeah.
and you were belly scraping it.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Okay, yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, the game that I accidentally walked out of the store with.
Oh yeah, you allegedly there's allegations that you thieved a game from Walmart.
Gations.
Ooh. Man sentenced for 2013 cold case murder, Luzerne County.
You squirrel.
What?
Nothing.
It's interesting.
Okay.
Don't be judging.
Not judging.
Back to Ohio.
Squirrel.
But like, yeah, it was a lot of liquor.
Yeah. It was a nice, like, easy. You were slamming those shots down. And everybody's like, he's not drunk yet. And I'm like, no, he's not drunk yet. It's when you start telling me what number you are, and I didn't even have to ask for it. Because you go from, I'm a little fucked up, to, and then you go, I'm fucked up. And then you sing, and you start to sing,
Little fucked up.
I'm a little fucked up. I'm a little fucked up. And I'm your problem.
And then whoo,
Yeah. There's different
there's
layers.
layers.
to your shenanigans.
I am basically like an ogre. I have layers. That's all it is.
No, it was a good New Year's. I mean, it was fun.
I think I know your least favorite part. The balls.
The balls.
Hamel and elk.
I really didn't like that. I mean, no, really didn't like them.
I think I prefer the camel over the elk.
I didn't like either. I just don't know what the gaminess there. The elk wasn't too bad. It was very tender, but there was just that weird aftertaste.
Oh, it's so good.
And then the camel was just, ugh.
Camel was delicious. I was worried when you said that, and then Shane was like, "This is pretty good," and then Alina was eating it. I'm like, "All right."
Guess fuck me for having bad taste buds. That was just not good. Not good.
I was tremendous.
Not
I
good.
would eat camel meatballs again. Realizing I should say meatballs instead of balls because I'm pretty sure someone's out there eating fucking the scrotum of a camel.
No, my least favorite part was those spiders.
Oh, yeah, spiders, yeah.
But no, it was a good trip.
And we came back.
The ride back was so easy. Outside of your like little
Having a poop.
Yeah.
Because a lot of fast food was coming back
Oh yeah.
with a vengeance. Because that's what we mostly ate there was fast food.
Oh yeah. It really threw our
Digestive tract.
off the rails there because we were not, we eat home cooked meals and then we go to, road trip meals and then just going there and just eating stop junk food. But the road trip back it didn't seem like 8 hours at all.
We have to figure out what border town that was where there was cops searching for something on the side of the road.
It was Liberty County.
But there you go. We should look at Liberty County. Let's see here. I mean, you want to? As I'm doing it. Liberty County. Was it PA?
Was it Pennsylvania or were we still in Ohio?
I have no idea. Ohio. Let's see here. That's definitely not because that's in a suburb of Cincinnati.
Oh, that's what I thought it was. That's what I saw. I remember that it was on the truck of the.
We're just gonna have to go look at a map and see what crosses through, what area that is.
Yeah, because there was a few cops out and they were looking for something or someone.
I'm going for dead body.
Oh yeah.
Like something was discovered. I saw no birds of prey, sir. I don't know, we gotta figure out that mystery. So is there anything else we missed from our trip to Ohio?
I feel like we covered everything. I mean, all of the places we went to, the experiences, and the food.
Okay, so before we get to the next section, water projects, what does a carpenter say when he loses 25% of his roof?
What?
Oof. Got him.
I married this man. Willingly.
Sure did. Yeah. There was not even a shotgun wedding, even though you did get knocked out.
That's an L on my part. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Not my fault.
You just said it's an L on your part.
Willingly marrying me is L on my part. No.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
It's shotgun's wedding.
Fucked up.
I love you.
God damn. Yeah, I love you too. Yeah, keep that attitude. So you want to discuss about other projects?
Yeah, let's talk about what we have now that it's New Year, what we have coming up, and where we're going from here. I mean, the rejects are still staying here.
This is where shenanigans happens.
We are full sending it.
Especially if you listen to our last episode. That was a silly one.
That one was silly.
Country cockroach, take me home.
There was a point where Chris was talking, and I was in tears. I was laughing my ass off in silence, and it was the most difficult thing.
Which was making me laugh. I almost had to mute ourselves because I was just like the snickering.
It was like I was gasping for air, and I was trying not to snort while laughing, and I was just pissing tears. I was laughing so hard because you kept making comments,
chuckles,
and
yeah,
the perviness of everything. Like he was telling ghost stories, like he was in the zone, and you're like, fuck, my God. You're like, oh, that's a girthy road. I'm like, what the hell? You were just, and it was so hard because I couldn't tell at one point if he was just like, are you guys done? Or ha ha ha. I wasn't sure. I was like, all right, well, let's calm this down.
And then he's finally like, go ahead, Anthony, say your joke. What joke?
We're a professional podcast.
I said that. It just sent him over the edge a little bit. It's like, really? Nothing for that? Well, I think it's an appropriate term.
Yeah. Well, before we get started on our new projects coming up, we are, after this, one episode away.
From 100.
Our 100 episode, which we have such a big episode we have planned for this. We have people coming back who have been guests before.
Well, we have Wiz, who featured on our last episode. Billy and Liz will be back joining us.
Our fellow co-host with the most.
The sister wives from, if everyone listened to the Drinkopoly episodes, they were with us.
Tipsyland.
Tipsyland. It was Drunkopoly.
No, it was Tipsyland with them.
We did a Drunkopoly episode with them as well.
We did a Drunkopoly episode with Billy.
That's right. Okay, so Tipsyland episode. And then possibly also Cooney from our episodes with him. So, and it's...
As long as he doesn't have a cleaver in him somewhere.
Yeah, I talked to him today, so there's no cleaver.
He's machete free?
Machete free, yes.
Okay, good.
Because he sent me a picture or a video. I gotta show you this later. This guy is in a truck, and there's like 4 cops trying to get him out. And he's saying, fuck it. He's still backing up, going forward, backing up, going forward. He has like 2 tasers in him at the end of it. Like they shoot tasers into his truck, and he still drives away.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You know, if Cooney does come, there should be one stipulation. He's got to bring Willow.
I think that would be awesome. That would be fantastic. We need to have Willow as a guest.
Is it Willow with a W?
But it's going to be basically a giant debate episode. If there's any topic you want to hear, by all means, bring it. Send us comments, message us, email us, whatever. Nothing is too silly for us to talk about.
No.
I did almost start a fight today when I said hot dogs are tacos.
Good. I can't wait to discuss that because honestly, it's going to be questions like that. It's going to throw everybody over the edge. I got a feeling there's going to be an alliance formed.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No.
No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Mayonnaise is mayonnaise. It's whipped eggs and oil. That's all it is.
Yeah, well, don't say it too loud. America might try to invade it.
But yeah, so the full set rejects are here to stay, and just expect more swirly episodes from the full set rejects. Our episodes are going to be more, off script, just us bullshitting.
This is laid back. There's no more reading topics and whatnot on this episode. Unless there really is a request for something, I mean, then by all means, sure. But this is now we're just hanging out. We're vibing. We're going to see what happens. For our next episode, because we have our Pittsburgh trip this weekend, we're going to do an episode based on that, as well as do a review for the Penguin TV show, which was fucking amazing.
Absolutely.
I am so excited for what DC is bringing. I don't get too much into it because we have that episode coming up. Also going to do a blind ranking of DC villains that I will prepare.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's going to be random villains too.
I don't want you to give it away from me or the listeners. I want it to be authentic. Like when you ask me this, I want questions to be, I don't want to know any of their names. I just want you to say them, and that way it's just in that moment.
Yeah, I'm not telling you.
Not strategic. It's just ranked.
It's literally just be like, there might be like 1 or 2 A-listers in there, but most like B and C list villains.
I want villains that people are going to want to look up and be like, who
the fuck is this person?
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's going to be some that like a comic person wouldn't know, or if they've seen a TV show or something, they can at least recognize it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. They might do some other things like that later as well, different, genres or something. I don't know, keep things interesting.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Since Billy is not here to explain his new adventure, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so he's going to be up here in a couple weeks, and I'll let him go more in depth with it. But it's going to be just based around nostalgia. It's going to be called Remember This. Insert memory here.
Something like that. Insert topic here.
Insert topic here. And it's basically just us talking about things from our childhoods. Stuff that we can all think back, have fond memories of, and enjoy it. I know the first few episodes he plans on doing video games. But there's also going to be TV shows, movies, different items, stuff like that, music. So he's taking control of this one. This is his own little baby.
Is this going to be just based on, because Billy was born, when that time between, you got that 80s, 90s, early 90s gap and then forward? Or is he going to do nostalgic as in viewers that are older in their 40s, 50s?
No, this is mostly like, based off of him.
So is it going to be like a millennial? Remember that?
So for a few topics we already have going on, for example, one of them is like the original Pokemon games, blue, red, green, stuff like that. So like think that era.
A millennial.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a remember that for millennials. I just think, we have listeners from all walks of life and in all age gaps. I just don't want,
That reminds me, there's another country that listens to us. Do you know over 10% of our listeners are from like international?
that's awesome.
Yeah. I just saw it today. America's 88%.
Cool.
And Pennsylvania, for America, went from like 90% down to like 70.
Well,
So that's something. I think it's a lot on Spotify too. I have to look at the other like
yeah.
places where we post. Because I know like I think it was Apple, it showed like we're in Croatia.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know what Croatians listen to, but I guess we're one of them.
That's awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to like that way when when he's on our 100th episode, we'll bring it up and have him kind of like go into more detailed information about that. But
Well, we also might, because what he plans on doing, because if you listen to our recent episodes with him, there's been internet issues with us connecting. So he's going to come up at least once a month. He aims to do bi-weekly episodes. We're going to do in-person recordings, so the quality will be better. And then, we'll do a few recordings for the rejects. He might appear on the other podcasts, which we're going to get into. But yeah, he's still heavily involved. I know he has his fans on here, looking at you, Cooney, but he will be still a part of everything. And he has his own podcast. It's like watching a kid grow up.
yeah, I think we all have done some growing. I mean, this podcast alone, if you listen to some of our earlier episodes, you could tell we were newbies at this.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know the ropes. I mean, we still fumble, we still fuck up, we still, misread our lines or completely squirrel off or say something that could possibly get us canceled. But our quality is better and our research is better and it's not as strenuous. It's more relaxed and
Yeah.
it kind of flows better.
Like, we're also going to be able to have a lot more episodes for this one, especially because we don't have to do research for anything.
No, it's just us.
We're like, hey, let's go turn on the microphone and see what happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's going to be his podcast. Like, I guess I'm a co-host, but basically just the producer of it. I'm learning to actually like production.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's going to be his little baby. Do you want to go into yours?
Isle Whispers. A lot of times that we on this podcast we've touched a lot of serial killers or those people that you have to give that graphic warning like it gets worse. This is just its own little project of just heinous people who shouldn't get the notification of the the famous I'm a serial killer, but we talk about it anyways. I mean, they shouldn't get, you don't want to sit there and tickle their fancy, but people need to know that there's evil out there. And we started it off with our trailer, and at the end of the trailer, if you haven't listened to it already,
Well, it's not out yet, so
so we'll
schedule for Monday.
well, when is this going to be scheduled for?
What's today? When's probably Friday?
So this will be out before then.
Yes.
So listen to the trailer, and it's going to introduce, I want to do multiple segments. I didn't want everything to be cut and dried, the same thing every single time. I wanted to have different, like, when you watch a game show, they have different games. So, spin the wheel or Clinko or, name that tune. You have all those different things that you don't expect in every single episode. I kind of wanted to change it up and make it more fun. But it's going to start with the Cut the Deck Killers, where I have a deck of 52 cards, and all of them have serial killers on them, and even I don't know what I'm doing until I cut the deck. So it kind of brings the listeners in on it.
Would you like to talk about give some insight of who the first person was? Or do you want to leave that for your trailer?
Well, the trailer is, I'll leave it for the trailer because that means you guys have to actually listen to the trailer.
It is only 2 minutes long. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you could sit here and spare an hour for us just listening to our bullshit, you could spare 2 minutes to see our new fun projects. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm gonna cover not only the people who did the crimes. I I kind of want to do some unsolved crimes and kind of like dig deep and get our own like little spin on it and theories. That would be fun. Cold cases really don't sit well with me, like those unsolved crimes, because I feel like it's just like there's so many clues and it has to be this guy, but there was just not enough evidence to arrest them. They kind of give me like that cliffhanger and then they cancel the show. So, but it'd be fun to little dissect it and give my own interpretation and kind of get your feedback into it as well. So, and you got one coming up, Distilled History.
Distilled history, yes. So we also did episodes here on this podcast that are more historical based, different events, people such as that. I will be taking those subjects to that podcast where you get to listen to me with a glass or two of some scotch, whiskey, or really whatever I feel like drinking that night. You can pour yourself your own glass and listen. For example, the first one I have will be the Bay of Pigs from when we did our attempt to bring in democracy to Cuba. But I have other things on there as well. There's going to be battles, famous people, people you probably have never heard of, but made an impact or did something completely random that changed the course of history, changed the course of the world. Different events. We talked about our last episode here, episode 97, about doing a joint thing with the Valley Unknown about Gettysburg. So over the summer, I'll have an episode about the Gettysburg battles, which I started writing up today, actually. And we'll do a ghost hunt with them down there with the Valley Unknown. But if you are interested in those episodes, that is where we will be at with our glasses and our history.
Yep. And you were also talking about doing those who listened to our last episode with Chris, how he writes all these stories and, he gets to know the history of them. You even talked about covering the history of it.
All right.
To kind of do some kind of collaboration to where his stories match your history. And then it kind of gives it a more in-depth appreciation of these haunting stories and learning the history of where that building was or hospital or whatever it may be, where the origin of the story takes place and kind of get to know the background history. So it'd be a nice little collab between the two of you guys.
Yeah.
So we got a lot going for us for
A
2025.
lot of content coming. There's something for everybody. So buckle up because, yeah, I'm producing a lot this year.
You would think that we have nothing going on in our lives and that we are boring. We are so fucking busy all the time. You were like, oh, these guys have all these podcasts. They must be little losers at home. I wish.
I wish.
I wish.
I fucking wish. Content be damned, I wish.
You would think that it was wintertime, that we would have nothing to do, but it feels like summer. I don't know why our lives are so hectic and so busy. It's just, there's not a pause button. We're just trying to keep up.
No, we just go.
Yeah, I feel like we come home to sleep, occasionally sit down and enjoy ourselves, but it's just nonstop.
That's everything we have. The production company.
Oh, yeah.
Swirly Productions.
Yeah, kind of put all of our babies underneath one umbrella.
Yeah, so make it easier for everyone to find what they want. We're going to be launching a website as soon as I get to that, which is going to be its own thing. So if anyone knows how to build a website, please feel free to message. We have our logos being designed and worked on. But yeah, it's also not just for us, but if we ever expand and people come in underneath us as well, there's room there.
Yeah. So, yeah, if anybody wants to help us out, it would be appreciated.
Basically, we're all subsidiaries to ourselves.
I mean,
That's what's happening.
it's like us both getting another job that just doesn't pay us.
This would be nice if this was the year to make money.
You see, just $1. Just $1.
I would take anything.
No, it's fun to do. Don't get me wrong. I love doing this. I mean, I feel like we've kind of brought life back into the joy of doing the podcast. I felt like it was just getting too repetitive,
Yeah, it really was.
and it was time to switch it up.
Yeah,
So get ready for some spiciness
spicy.
and all the.
Let's see, do we have anything else?
No, I think that pretty much covers everything that we needed to cover.
It's good to me. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please feel free to like us on our socials. I have to build them up all for the other podcast yet, but please follow us for all the up-to-date information of what's going on. We truly appreciate all the support, but no matter what you do, full fucking send it.
Full fucking send it.